Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. I am Gerry. Edward is joining me. Max is joining me. And that's it. If you were expecting someone else, I apologize. We'll make sure we get them in soon. I was expecting not an American. How about that, Gerry? So, guys, we have a preview because we got a match coming up. So, Silva's going to love this one.
Aye, so will Richarlison.
Yeah. Except this one's at Goodison, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good thing for them. Let's gradually start getting them used to playing their old team, instead of having to be dunked right in it going over to Vicarage Road. So
Z-Cars Derby, as they say.
Yeah, Z-Cars Derby. I was trying to getting my 3-year-old to say, I was like, do you know this song? Do you know what it's called? Because he knows Grand Old Team, but he doesn't know Z-Cars. And I was like, it's Z-Cars. Can you say that? Z-Cars. Z-Cars. It's just, right now he's got a cold, so his tiny voice is even punier than normal. So it's like he's a 3-year-old that's been smoking for 10 years. It's absurd. So Watford preview. Current form, they're 11th in the table, 6-2-7. They got 20 points. They started off pretty strong this season, but they've kind of tapered off lately with a 2-1 loss to City, which, by the way, I think they actually played a solid game in that one. They lost to Leicester before that, 2-0. Lost to the team that which not be named, 3-0. What? Yeah, it's a Voldemort thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, they tapered off. But that recent performance against City has to be giving them some confidence. Capu, I believe, is still banned for this one, so that's a thing which kind of takes away one of their kind of center mid powerhouses, one of those big physical presences that
not too bad.
I always said Chalobah. Is it?
Yeah, I don't know, either or.
The guy that's from Chelsea.
Yeah, the one that played for Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean, he's a solid young player. But and Hughes apparently is not entirely 100%, but I have a feeling he'll still play. So guys, Edward, let's start with you. Anything you're particularly worried about with this one? And after you and Max talk, we'll talk about possible lineup for them.
Okay. The only thing I sort of have in terms of less confidence-wise is the fact that Ben Foster is a very, he's done pretty well for them this season so far. So he feels like, if they come in and do another sort of Huddersfield and Newcastle and all them, then we're going to struggle against Ben Foster. But I don't know. I think they'll be a bit more attacking in the game because they'll probably want to win as well, especially for the fans. So I reckon I don't think we'll have that much in it to worry about in terms of quality wise. I think we can still do better than them. I think we can get a couple of goals past them. It is just what happens on the night, really, and how we feel up for it.
They looked pretty physical against City. I think that may be a clue as to how this may go.
Of course.
Max, what are you thinking?
I mean, I don't think they're going to come into a Huddersfield or a Newcastle on us. I think they're a much better technical side than that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They deserve a lot of credit. I think Javi Gracia in particular. I mean, he's come in, and obviously the turnover of managers at Watford has been really high over the last couple of years.
I was just going to say.
For him to come in and find some stability, find some solid ground, and as you mentioned, Gerry, they got off to a red hot start. Pereira looked like he could have been one of the players of the season. Obviously, his influence has waned, and you can see that by obviously losing the last 3 games. They probably simmered out into where you maybe naturally place them in the table. But by no stretch of the imagination does that mean they're going to be an easy opposition to contend with.
Whereabouts are they?
I think they're 11th, is it? Something like that.
Yes, they're 11th.
Yeah. So, I think it's going to be a good game. Obviously, Silva will hopefully got a few tricks up his sleeve with knowing how to deal with the likes of Decore and the system that they run. I don't want to say I think we're good enough to win it like I did with the Newcastle game, because I don't want to make the same mistake. But it should be a good game.
My thinking about them possibly playing physical is just because of the success that teams have had playing against us in that style. However, I consider when teams do that, it's actually a respect when they bunker back and they hack like crazy.
They're scared.
They think they think your team is a better footballing team than theirs. I don't think Watford has as much of a reason to show us that much respect, because they're closer to us in the table, because they've had some quality wins this season. I think there is a chance they come out and actually try to play football.
They beat us last season in Vicarage Road, didn't they?
Yeah, I was there.
That was a sickener, that one. I remember that game. But they're a good side, and they can mix it up top, can't they? Obviously with Troy Deeney, he can provide that traditional target man to see.
And Delafeo as well.
I still wish he was at us, to be honest. I think he's brilliant in this team.
With this team,
Yeah. I said it for ages. I remember as soon as Barcelona recalled him back, I was gutted, because I do feel like he's a really useful player, particularly in this league, because he's very nifty, very tricky. May have not lived up to the hype of what we had for him, but still.
Yeah.
What a player!
He's found a home. Well, not found a home, but he's found a place in the starting 11, or at least getting games. You know what I mean?
Which is nice.
I don't know if he's going to start.
No.
Research I'm checking out infers that he'll probably come off the bench. But really, that's a pretty ideal situation for him. I always felt like he was really potent off the bench, and actually just on those tired legs. He's quick. He's really quick.
He's their version of Lookman, basically.
Yeah, essentially. I think that's a fair thing to say. Somebody who comes off the bench is not afraid to take people on, and it's a little bit jarring when somebody comes in with that much confidence on the ball. Possible lineup, they are, Foster, he's a good keeper, experienced. On the sides, I think you'll see Kiko Femenia and Holabas, and then in the center, Cathcart and maybe Kabasele. Then Chaloba.
Or however you say it. I've got no time for fancy pronunciations at the moment.
Chaloba, I always just say Chaloba just because it sounds phonetic. That's not always right, though. Decore, who is a hell of a player. Hughes, Pereira, Success, and Deeney. Could see Delafeo coming off the bench. Could see Andre Gray coming off the bench.
That would have been a fun one.
Yeah. So, and again, I feel like the concern areas are their entire front line and Decore.
Yep.
I think Decore got their goal against City.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we'll be a lot more apt to deal with Troy Deeney's presence in the air this time around, though.
Oh yeah, definitely,
I
especially
agree.
with the tall centre backs that we have.
Yeah.
I can agree with that, definitely. We'll see.
Yeah. Watford is a solid squad. I always keep up with their results because I don't know. There's actually been some decent Watford supporters that actually comment on our videos sometimes when they, so in a sense, I always keep up with them because, I want them to do okay. But lately, this season, I'm thinking right now, they're one of those teams that I want to lose points for us in the table. You know what I mean? Because they are better I feel like they're a team who's, maybe I could see them finishing anywhere from 8th through 12th.
Yeah.
I don't think they're worse than that.
A bit
I really
under par under any of the other 7 teams, but they could still do it.
Yeah. So yeah, Watford's one of those teams where I keep and I hope they drop points because I feel like it always helps us. I want to stay on top of those teams. Leicester's another one of those. I want to stay on top of them. Anyway, we have to have prediction time. Edward, you want to give us your patented double prediction?
I'm going to say I would go with my feet. I'm going to say we're going to get 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. I reckon. Both in agreement. 3-1.
That sounds like a pretty grounded, pun intended, prediction. Hey, I'll get my coat. So, Max, what do you got? Prediction?
2-1.
2-1. Who wins?
The Blues.
Yeah, I'd just like to clarify that.
What'd you say?
Just like to clarify that was mine as well. I wanted the Blues to win.
Okay, yeah. I've got 1-0 Blues.
Ooh.
I'm a little concerned about our goal output at the moment. I think we still can score goals, but right now I think our confidence is not sky high in terms of finishing those opportunities and being clinical.
Yeah.
So I still think we can score goals, but all right. Well, that's 3 win predictions, which sometimes spells trouble. So let's hope the Newcastle match was a reality check. I think that may be that may be the way I need to consider that game.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so that is it for our Watford match preview. Stay tuned for a starting 11 segment where we'll actually be talking about starting 11. Yeah, that's where we do that. So, and that's our starting 11, by the way. So if you're digging the videos, please subscribe to the Toffee Blues YouTube channel. We'd sincerely appreciate it. Also, Edward would also appreciate it if you'd check out his channel, Jam E. James. It's his place for all things Everton. There's some FIFA stuff on there, interpretive dance, a cappella singing, pretty much whatever strikes Edward's fancy. Also, Max is an analyst extraordinaire. He shows up on podcasts, other videos. He writes pieces often about Everton. Does it for the Toffee Blues website as well. Check out, he just does a plethora of content for the Toffee Blues website.
Great word, that, isn't
it? Well, yeah, I learned it from the film The Three Amigos. So send me tweets about The Three Amigos if you get me. All right, so yeah, check out both those guys' Twitter if you want to see more stuff from them. That's it for now. We're gonna roll right into a starting 11 segment. Edward's excited about it because he just found out about it. And bye.